Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another exciting episode of Bootlegs, the series where I take a look at some DVDs that are not official in any way, shape, or form. Now, normally with this Bootlegs series, I'll borrow something from my friend who collects them. But today, this is actually one that I have myself, because I bought it thinking it was a real copy, because I bought it at FYE, which is a retailer. I bought it used, but it was the only copy they had of this movie anyway. Now, that being said, I know this goes without saying, but this video is in no way meant to advocate piracy or bootlegging. Both of them are illegal and don't show support for the actual creators of the things that you wish to purchase. So, I am not advocating that in any sense of the word. This is for entertainment only. Now, I was originally going to do this as a crossover episode with cult films, and I was going to do part of it with this and part of it with gameplay. Very, very early on, actually, with the channel. I've actually had this sitting around for quite a while, waiting to do the video, and then I just decided, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. You can consider this video somewhat educational, too, because I'm going to show you how to tell that this is indeed a bootleg. It's very obvious, actually, because there's one big major fault it has when you're watching it, which I'll go over in a moment. Now here it says Digital Multimedia Limited. That's the first company it says right there. Which sounds like it could be real, but at the same time also sounds kind of fake. Now here we have a review. 3 stars from Video Movie Guide. Again, I have no idea if that's real, but to me it sounds kind of fake. Now, one thing that's a dead giveaway, if you look on the back, there's no copyright, if you can see that. I don't know how visible it is. Not to mention, it says that it's rated R, and then it says not rated. It's very contradictory. And, of course, you got the misspelling on the word directed. Let's see if I can get that in view. It says directed without the I. See right there. There's the disc itself, which a lot of the times when discs have those numbers on it, so visibly, it's definitely a bootleg, usually. Not to mention this case feels like extremely cheap plastic. Now here's something that makes it look more legitimate. I don't know if you can see it, but those little, on this little center part of the disc, it actually says Death Race engraved into the little circle part here. So that makes it look more legit, but I can assure you that it is not from how the disc works. Now, it does have the FBI warning on the disc, so there's another thing that makes it look at least somewhat legitimate. And again, they have this menu little thing come up, too. You know, a lot of bootlegs don't go through this much effort. There's the title card, and from the looks of it, it looks like it might just be starting the movie. That's odd. I didn't know it could autoplay like that. Again, that's not something that it would normally do either. So I've hit the title menu button. Now look at how terrible this menu looks. You have to go to the chapter menu next, and I think it might have hit anyway, but as you can see, these menus look like they were made in, like, PowerPoint. So now I'm going to go to the chapter menu. Very, very simplistic chapter menu. Again, looks very cheaply made. Another thing I do want to mention is the big flaw with this movie. If you try to watch the movie, it actually will not work. It will play each chapter, and then you have to select the next chapter once that chapter is ended. It doesn't just play straight through. That's broken. That's you know, a very bad design choice, and is clearly one thing that points to it being a bootleg. That about wraps it up for this episode of Bootlegs. Death Race 2000 itself is a pretty fun movie to watch, but I do recommend you buy an official copy, because this bootleg is absolute shite. So if you see one that looks like this, don't buy it. But yeah, other than that, I can't believe that this was sold to me in an actual store. Usually they do quality testing and things like that, but this slipped past them. But this has been Fugitive Red-Eye, and you have a great day.